always, I'm gonna start with some basic facts, do some more interesting fun facts, and then we will do trivia questions about Japan. So I hope you enjoy. And let's get started. The population is about 126 million people. The capital of Japan is Tokyo, with about 13 million inhabitants. The government is a constitutional monarchy. The official language of Japan is Japanese. The religion in Japan is primarily Buddhism and Shintoism. The life expectancy is 86 years. The official currency of Japan is the yen. The national symbols of Japan are the red sun disk. The national bird is the green pheasant. The national flowers are the cherry blossom and the chrysanthemum. And the national fish is the Japanese koi fish. Very interesting. Okay. Japan consists of 6,852 islands. The islands were originally attached to the eastern coast of Asia until tectonic activity caused them to split off, creating the Sea of Japan around 15 million years ago. That's very cool. I didn't know that it used to just be part of the rest of Asia. That's very cool. The bow is an important form of greeting in Japan, and Japanese people work hard to perfect it. The depth of the bow is significant. Lower bows indicate more respect. Traditional Japanese rooms are tiled with tatami, or mats made with rice straw. A mat's length is always twice its width, and its size is standardized depending on the region. For that reason, a room size is often indicated by the number of mats needed to cover the space. That's very interesting. Japan is home to the Japanese macaque, or snow monkey, which lives in colder climates than other primates. The Nagano Prefecture is known for its macaques, who bathe in hot springs in the winter. Japan is famous for its immaculate Outside of most restaurants, you will find fake replicas of the food that the restaurant serves. You may also find ones that move. Yes, animated food. There is a street which is unofficially known as Kitchen Street, but the formal name is Kapabashi Street. This is where restaurants purchase their kitchenware and fake food. That's funny. Japan has the third highest life expectancy. This is due to their diet and lifestyle. They're very healthy people and exercise regularly. On average, men will live until they're 81 years old and women 87 years old. This is causing a crisis in Japan because there's a lack of childbirth also. Now there are more seniors than children, and this is causing a problem for the Japanese economy. Whoa, it says apparently Japan sells more adult diapers than children's diapers. That's pretty crazy, but it makes sense. Slurping your noodles is not rude. Gone are the days where you must stay quiet and not slurp your noodles. If you're in Japan, then it's not considered rude to make as much noise while eating your noodles. That's funny. It says that you enjoy the food and appreciate it if you're slurping your noodles. Japan eats the most seafood in the world. It's one of the fun facts about Japanese culture. They actually eat over 17 million tons of fish per year. Over 20% of their protein is from seafood. That's awesome. I guess sushi probably makes up for a lot of that seafood intake. You're allowed to take naps on the job. In fact, naps are encouraged on the job because this improves workflow and speed. It's also considered a sign that you are dedicated to your job and have worked hard and long for your job. I need to move there. They eat KFC for Christmas dinner. Apparently, over 3.6 million people in Japan celebrate their Christmas with a KFC dinner. That's funny. It says, well, it was just a good marketing campaign when the first store opened in 1970. KFC started a party barrel based on an American Christmas dinner, but with chicken, of course, instead of turkey. Somehow it caught on, and the rest is history. Pretty cool. Let me know if you're from Japan and if you eat KFC on Christmas. Nice. Tokyo is the most densely populated city. Around 38 million of Japan's population live just in Tokyo. Most densely populated. That's cool. Japan is one of the safest countries in the world. One of the more unique things about Japan is that its crime rate is so low. In fact, it's basically shoes inside. Before entering a house, you will be asked to take off your shoes. You will be given a pair of slippers, usually. It's considered rude to wear your shoes inside. This Japanese custom was mainly a thing because back in the days, the Japanese used to eat off the floor and obviously didn't want dirty shoes ruining where they were about to eat. I feel like I kind of knew that. I don't know. They have a high suicide rate. Unfortunately, one of the most horrible facts about Japan is that it has one of the highest suicide rates in the world. In 2018, Japan youth suicides hit a record high in 30 years. The suicide forest is the second most popular place to commit suicide after San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge. The forest is located at the base of Mount Fuji and is said to be where most people enter and never come back. That's very sad that Japan has one of the highest life expectancies, but the highest suicide rate as well. The toilets sing for you. Wow, what a change in mood. This is probably the weirdest fact about Japan. You can also press a button and the seat will warm up so your bottom doesn't get cold. Heated singing toilets. Nice. Square melons are a thing. For some, this might be one of the more creepy facts about Japan, but there are such things as square watermelons. Apparently, they are grown like this for decoration and cost as much as $100. Alrighty. Eating raw meat is common. Raw fish is commonly found in sushi. However, one of the delicacies in Japan is raw horse meat. Raw horse meat. An interesting fact about Japan. I almost said Japan, like Japanese, but Japan. An interesting fact about Japan's culture is that it is common to totally avoid the number 4 because the word sounds the same as the word death. Because of this creepy fact about Japan, buildings will commonly not have the 4th floor. Cutlery is often sold in sets of 3, and the number of guests invited to a tea ceremony will never be 4. Wow, they take that pretty seriously. Like, I get having an unlucky number, but like, not even inviting 4 people to a party. The Japanese are some of the friendliest people. They are incredibly friendly, gentle, and conscientious people. Fruit is one of the best gifts you can give. Okay, you will notice that the price of fruit is astronomically high. There's a fruit gifting shop in Tokyo, and some fruit can be as expensive as $27,000. What? That's crazy. You can rent a cuddle. Yes, it might seem like a made-up funny fact, but it isn't. There are businesses where you pay for the privilege of being hugged and loved by someone who wants nothing more than to give their time in order to help console your loneliness. Good to know. In Japan, there are over 1,500 earthquakes per year. That is a lot of earthquakes. Cleaning is taught in school and is a serious part of Japanese culture. Students and children clean their own school. That's very cool. I feel like that's really important. Like, I wish I learned how to clean in school, you know? That would have been very helpful. Japan is home to the oldest living person who recently celebrated her 118th birthday. Wow. It said she turned 118 in January of 2021, so I don't know if she's still alive. I guess she would be like turning 120 kind of soon, so I don't know. I guess that's just the oldest living person, but I know like the oldest person ever I think was from France. So let's see. A lot of these are repeats. Yeah, a lot of these are repeats. Wow. Shoe etiquette is extremely important. Yeah, I think that's like wearing slippers inside the house. There's an annual penis festival where giant penis replicas parade down the street. I could have gone a long time without knowing that. In some cases, people with tattoos aren't allowed at public schools, hot springs, beaches, or gyms. Really? That's interesting. That's kind of sad. Japan is largely made up of 4 islands. These 4 islands, Honshu, Kyushu, Shikoku, and Hokkaido, account for 97% of the total land area of Japan. I may not have pronounced those correctly, but I'm sorry. 69% of Japan is covered in forest. In total, you can find 110 active volcanoes in Japan. Wow, that's a lot of volcanoes. Japan has the world's deepest underwater post box. The post box is located 30 feet underwater and since 1999 has collected more than 32,000 pieces of mail. That's crazy. Like, do you have mailmen like swimming down to go get the mail? What? In Japan, there is no melt ice cream. The discovery was accidentally made while scientists were experimenting with the chemistry in strawberries to assist farmers affected by the earthquake of 2011. Very cool. In Japan, there is a highway that goes through a building. In Osaka, the Henshin Expressway goes directly through the Gate Tower building's 5th, 6th, and 7th floors. That's pretty cool. way going through a building. Alrighty, so now we're going to do some Japan trivia questions. So I hope you were listening to those facts. They might help you out a little bit. But yeah, let's get started with some general trivia. Number 1. What is the capital of Japan? The answer is Tokyo. Number 2. Who became the Japanese emperor in 2019? The answer is Naruhito. Number 3. Which currency is in use in Japan? The answer is the yen. Number 4. What is sakura? The answer is a cherry blossom. Number 5. Japan is the third biggest economy in the world. Which two countries have a larger economy? The answers are the United States and China. Number 6. Which two colors are on the flag of Japan? The answers are red and white. Number 7. What is the largest Japanese island? The answer is Honshu. Number 8. What is Japan's name in Japanese? The answer is Nippon or Nihon. I hope I said that correctly. Number 9. What is the traditional dress of Japan? The answer is the kimono. Number 10. Which volcano erupted in 1707? The answer is Mount Fuji. Okay, the next ones are some more like general knowledge, I think. Number 1. What is the current population of Japan? The answer is about 126 million. Number 2. What is Shinto? The answer is a religion. Number 3. What is the most popular Western nickname for Japan? The answer is Land of the Rising Sun. Number 4. What is the other name given to the Japanese macaque? The answer is snow monkey. And number 5. In which city can you find Godzilla Road? The answer is Tokyo. Alright, next is Japan geography questions. Number 1. is the highest mountain in Japan? The answer is Mount Fuji. Number 2. What are the 4 main islands of Japan? The answers are Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu. Number 3. What is the name of the sea between Japan, Russia, and Korea? The answer is the Sea of Japan. Number 4. What is the longest river in Japan? The answer is the Shinano River. And number 5. Which mountain range is Mount Kita a part of? The answer is the Japanese Alps. Okay, next is going to be about music and TV. Number 1. Which famous Japanese woman was married to John Lennon? The answer is Yoko Ono. Number 2. Hikaru Utada has 2 nationalities, Japanese and the answer is American. Number 3. Which band was Nami Amuro part of in 1992? The answer is Super Monkeys. Number 4. What musical genre is Koda Kumi known for? The answer is R&B. Number 5. Which city is Masaharu Fukuyama from? The answer is Nagasaki. Number 5. Who wrote Memoirs of a Geisha? The answer is Arthur Golden. Number 6. How many samurai are there in the 1954 movie Blank Samurai? The answer is 7. Number 7. When was Akira released? The answer is 1988. Number 8. Which 2000 movie stars Tatsuya Fujiwara and Aki Maeda? The answer is Battle Royale. Number 9. Which actress played Charlotte in Lost in Translation? The answer is Scarlett Johansson. is Tokyo Drift? Okay, next is Japanese history. Number 1. On which side was Japan in World War I? The Axis or the Allies? The answer is the Allies. Number 2. On which side was Japan in World War II? The answer is the Axis. Number 3. Which U.S. military base was attacked by Japan during World War II? The answer is Pearl Harbor. Number 4. What was the capital of Japan before Tokyo? The answer is Kyoto or Kyoto. Number 5. When did Japan become a member of the United Nations? The answer is 1956. And number 6. Which 2 Japanese cities were bombed by the U.S. in 1945? The answers are Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Next are food questions. Number 1. What type of meat are Kobe and Wagyu? The answer is beef. Number 2. Which Japanese dish consists of food battered and deep fried? The answer is tempura. Number 3. Which meat is used to make yakitori? The answer is chicken. Number 4. What type of flour is used to make udon? The answer is wheat. And number 5. Is there rice in sashimi? The answer is no. Okay, next are sports questions. Number 1. In what city were the 1998 Winter Olympics held? The answer is Nagano. Number 2. Which sport is Naomi Osaka known for? The answer is tennis. Number 3. How many times has Tokyo hosted the Summer Olympics? The answer is twice. Number 4. What is the top division of the Japan Professional Football League? The answer is J1 League. And number 5. Which sport is Ichiro Suzuki known for? The answer is baseball. Alright, so that was a bunch of trivia topics about Japan. I actually feel like those were like the best. questions of the countries I've done so far. They were pretty like organized and put together, so I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how many you got right. I hope you learned something about Japan.